While discussing the consumer's choice making under the conditions of risk and uncertainty, the terms of probability, expected value or expected outcome and variability are important. So, why these are important? These are important to measure the risk, then only the risk can be adjusted, risk can be diversified, the risk can be avoided. Let's look. Here in this video we are going to talk about probability distribution. So probability means the likelihood of each outcome could happen. That means in order to measure the risk, probability has to be calculated. So we need to know all possible outcomes and we need to know the probability or likelihood for each outcome to happen. For example, when a cricket match is going on the field, there are three possible outcomes normally. One possibility is win or gain, win or loss for a team. There could be a tied match, there could be an abandoned match. So these are the three possibilities that each team has to may be facing. So when we understand the probability for these three or four outcomes on a cricket match, that means we know the probability, then we can understand the risk. Similarly, for tossing a coin, there are normally two possible outcomes are there. One outcome is head to happen. Its probability is normally 0.5 or 50%. Another outcome is tail to happen from the tossing. Its probability is 0.5 or 50%. The sum of probabilities should be 1 or 100%. Probability is measured in two contexts. One, probability measured under objective interpretation. Second, probability measured under subjective interpretation. So one is probability measurement under objective interpretation. So on the basis of past experience, on the basis of past events or experiments, the probability can be measured. For example, the probability for the motorbike to get stolen. So we can measure the probability to understand the risk involved in buying a bike. We just want to calculate, we just want to estimate how many times the motorbike got stolen in a particular region in a particular period of time. So then we can understand the probability for the motorbikes, bikes or any other vehicles to get stolen or happen. A road accident could happen for a motorbike. So how many times the road accidents happened for the motorbike? Then when we know the probability, we can understand the risk of purchasing a motorbike. Similarly, when a stock market investor is investing on a share, there could be normally three possibilities for that share market investment. One is the share price of the share price could increase, share price could decrease, share price could remain the same. So these are the three possible outcomes. So when we know the each possible outcome and we know the probability for each outcome to happen, then we can understand the risk of stock market investment. Then he can decide whether I should invest in a stock market in the particular stock or not. So second way of probability measurement is subjective interpretation. So this is also important way of measuring probability. So this way of probability is based on educated guess about the future. So expert opinion will be taken in this case. It is on the basis of scientific hypothesis giving some possibility, and that could be that should be tested. When testing is happened, as per the final result, as per the test result, the null hypothesis could be rejected or accepted. So for example, regarding US China trade war, the null hypothesis is US China trade war uh, leads to no change in India's exports to the United States. That means US China trade war did not make any impact on India's exports to the United States in a particular period of time. This is null hypothesis, and its alternative hypothesis is US China trade war has increased India's exports to the United States during a particular period of time. So when, as per the testing, it is found when the null hypothesis is found right, the null hypothesis will be accepted and there is no need to accept the alternative hypothesis. If null hypothesis is found wrong or not right, then alternative hypothesis, as I have given on the slide, will be accepted. So probability distribution is also important in measuring risk and making consumers choice. Probability, we get the probability distribution by listing all the possible outcomes of an event, and we have to know the probability for each outcome to happen. We should list that out on a normally a table. For example, for a boom to happen in the economy is 0.25 or 25 percentage. So this is the probability for boom period to happen in the economy, suppose. And in fact there are three outcomes are there. One is boom period to happen, that is a prosperity is will happen, normal condition will happen, and recession will also happen. And so these are the three possibilities, and we know these are the possibilities that are going to happen. That means we know the possibility, we know the possible outcome, and we know the probability also. That means we know the probability for boom to happen, we know the probability for normal economic condition to prevail in the economy, and we also know the probability or likelihood of for recession to happen in the economy. So on that basis, the investors can plan their investment. So for getting the probability distribution, we need to know the probable outcomes and probability for these outcomes to happen, and we also need to list out the outcomes to get the probability distribution. That's all for now, and we will discuss the expected value and expected outcome and variability in the coming days. Thank you.